offense goes out to the field. Mahomes is calling Hill over. Come on, Hill, come on. Shotgun formation. Calls height. Faces to Damian Williams. Drops back. Throws. Touchdown, Kelsey. And the Kansas City Chiefs take the lead for the first time in the second half. Oh, what a game, baby. Let's do this, baby. Al York Sports, bringing it right to y'all, man. No one does it better. No one takes this time. No one wows out like you already know. Yours truly, baby. Let's get right to the game, baby. Woo, what a game. 31-20 in Miami. Can't ask for a better game. Chiefs, Chiefs were up early, 3-zip. No, lying. Niners went up 3-zip. Chiefs went up 7-3. Chiefs went up 10-3. They should have made it 14-3. They didn't capitalize. Niners drove right down the field, tied it up 10-10. And right before the half, the Chiefs punted. Niners could have called a timeout with 1:43. They didn't. I was telling Noah Parker that was a huge mistake. Noah was like, oh, they didn't want to give the ball back to the Chiefs. So that means you ain't got no confidence in your offense then. 146 with 3 timeouts. They could have made something happen. Though they hit Kittle deep, they caught him on an offensive interference, which was a great call because if you see, his arm definitely extended. And it wasn't to win the game, so it was accurate that they made that call right before the half. Now, down late in the game, that would have been a real tough call to make. So right in the second half, Niners drove right down the field, made it 13-10. Got it, got it ball again, went it 20-10. Chiefs were driving. Mahomes threw a big pick, a huge pick. He threw the ball behind Tyreek Hill, I think it was. It looked like the game was over. It was 9 minutes and change. But guess what? The Chiefs did what they do best, man. Chiefs end up getting the ball back, making it 20-17. They scored 7. Then they got the ball back again, went up 24-20. And then Damian Williams scored on that run. What was it, 39 yards, 40-yard dasher? It looked like number 20 just let him go by. That's what it looked like. And if that's messed up, if y'all had the 49ers on a +9 on the teaser, that definitely killed your teaser. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great game. Niners should have won this game indeed, especially in the second half with that defense. But that's one thing I feared of the 49ers all year long. I kept telling y'all that when it's time to get stops, they wasn't getting them stops. Matt Ryan did it to them late. Russell Wilson did it twice. They were lucky that they knocked that dude down at the half-yard line when Greenlaw hit him hard at the half-yard line. Because 49ers have a tendency that when you in a game, they'll give you that drive to take the lead. That's just how it's been all season. The thing with the Niners is that they usually put you out early, put you out of your misery early, and they beat you. But in close games, their defense don't get those stops that they need to get. And I thought it was because of the absence of D4. But as you seen yesterday, it didn't matter whether D4 was there or not. They couldn't get stops late. People complain Shanahan's play calling, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But let me salute Andy Reid, who's 207 and 128 with 1 tie. He's 15 and 14 in the playoffs. And Andy Reid, salute to Andy Reid, man. I mean, I'm so happy for this dude. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid, nobody deserves this like Andy Reid. 21 seasons coach. He got his heart broken with the Eagles. Went to many conference finals with McNabb, and Knapp can never pull it out for him. And salute to the Fords, you know what I mean? The Hunts family. I said Ford, the Hunts family, who waited 50 years to get a championship trophy, and they finally did it. And I think they did it with a less caliber team in the last couple of years. Because the last couple of years they had Kareem Hunt. That's what I was trying to say. And they had D4 last year. And this year, basically, what happened was Mahomes got older and better. And his receivers, Sammy Watkins fell into the offense. Hardman was a nice pickup in the draft. Robinson, he came through. And, of course, Tyreek Hill with Travis Kelce, who definitely was eating yesterday. So a great win for the Kansas City Chiefs. A bad loss for the 49ers. Let me give you some box scores that I'm going to break down the game. Jimmy G, 20 for 31, 219 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Raheem Mostert, 12 for 58, 1 touchdown. And Kenyon Bourne, 2 for 42 yards. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, 26 for 42, 286, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. D. Williams, 17 for 104 yards. And, of course, that last big scamper he had that got him over 100. And Sammy Watkins, 5 for 98 yards. Great game on both sides. If there's anything that was missing, I probably will have to say probably a little more points, even though they ended up with 52 points. And this is just incredible because for teams that look like they wasn't on their best offensively, they still put up 51 points, 31-20. I mean, how do you do that? And that's when you got explosive offenses like both sides got. Now, let me read you this quote by Stephen A. Smith. He said, I know I don't like bringing him up, but I'm going to bring him up. He said Shanahan lost the game, not the team. Basically bringing up that since that Atlanta Falcon game, them calls he made in the Super Bowl against New England Patriots, where I'm agree with him on that game because when you're up 28-3, if you ran the ball the whole second half, you win the game, especially with the running attack they had in Atlanta, where they also had Tevin Coleman that time. They threw the ball way too much. They threw the ball late. They was up 8. They threw the ball. I think they got a sack or a holding call, so they pushed them out of field goal range. New England came back. 2-point conversion, tied it. That's all she wrote. Overtime, you already know what happened. This game was different. I'm explaining to you why. Shanahan already had that in his mind, and it wasn't no 28-3. They was up 10 points with 9 minutes left, and I understand the running game was working late, but Kansas City keyed up on the line again, where they sold out to the run. So, okay, there was 2 incompletions that probably saved a minute. I'm going to give you that. 40 seconds per possession. So you would have killed a minute out of the 9 minutes. Everything else still would have happened the way it happened. You're not going to get a first down with Kansas City having 8-9 mans up in that box. I'm sorry. Not when they're hungry and they know they got to make plays and they know it's do or die. Shanahan tried to mix it up. I respect him for that. And you can't blame him for Jimmy G not hitting Sanders in the middle when Sanders had 5 yards or at least 3 yards separation against the defensive back on that bomb. At least 3 yards ahead. Jimmy G missed that. Now, if Jimmy G hits that, Stephen A., I would like to know what would you say after the fact. Now, I know you're going to bring up that Shanahan, with the New England game and this game, they had about 8 possessions, didn't score, and the opponent scored 46 unanswered. You got to take out the New England game because, first of all, that had nothing to do with this game. This game, okay, KC scored them 21-zip in the fourth quarter. Due to their defense couldn't get the stops, like I said, when it meant it. When it really meant it, they couldn't get the stop. I mean, how do you give up a 3rd and 15 and let Tyreek Hill open by 20 yards? I mean, he was so open that Mahomes threw a lollipop, some Eli Manning shit, just threw it up. The ball was in the air forever because it looked like a fair catch when Tyreek Hill caught it. When he caught it, he got hit 2 times, got the first down, and then that's all she wrote. After that, whole momentum went to the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't blame Shanahan only for this. Yes, he's part of the blame because he's the head coach. I understand that. Like I said, you would have raced a minute. Did it really matter? And when you think about it, Jimmy G had the ball, what was it, with 2 minutes left in the game and they were down 11? Or 120, was it? That was the minute there. Don't matter. They had to make plays. They didn't make plays. Jimmy G definitely didn't play the game that a lot of you guys would expect him to play. I know Jimmy G to the point where once you put hands on him, his whole game changes up. But I think he did all right yesterday. Let me give you his numbers again. I mean, he went 20 for 31, 219, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Second pick killed him. The first pick was a horrible pick. He had no reason throwing it, but the second one killed him. It wasn't like he missed wide open receivers besides Sanders deep because he was hitting. That whole game he was hitting. I know because I had him over on yards. That's the only bet I lost the whole game. I had him over 239. And if he would have hit Sanders deep or if they would have counted that Kittle catch, that I would have won because all I needed was 20 yards. Both of those plays with 40, 50 plus. Bottom line, you got to blame everything. They defense. I love their defense coordinator, but he also can't make plays. For some reason, 49ers having this Con Diesel beastly type of defense, they vulnerable to big plays. They vulnerable to big plays. That happened against Matt Ryan. It happened against Russell Wilson twice. And it happened yesterday. They're vulnerable to big plays and crucial situations. And that's what cost them the Super Bowl. I don't think if Jimmy G, they would have ran the ball 3 straight times, all you can basically do, especially with KC having all their timeouts, the most you're going to kill, like I said, is a minute and a half. That's it. Because once they score and you try to run the ball again, they're going to utilize their timeouts because they got the 2-minute offense on the other side. So Mahomes don't really need that much time when you think about it with all those receivers. He doesn't need all that time. Now, it was a great game. Miami hosted a great game, great halftime show. Like I said, you know, a couple components were missing in the game, but I'm not complaining. This game was 10 times better than that New England Ram game that I expected a lot out that game. This was a real good game. I'm happy we gave out the Chiefs, me and Noah Parker. Yes, it was not easy, even though Noah Parker said it was easy money. It was far from easy. I mean, we had to wait to the 9-minute mark without the ball to get a stop, score, get a stop, score. Again, 2 possessions we were down. And 49ers needed some first downs, and running it wasn't the answer. If they could have threw it and moved the chains, that would have helped them severely, but they didn't. They choked late, and what happens when you choke late? KC's Chiefs smelled blood. They did what they had to do, and they won the game. 31-20, MVP Patrick Mahomes. Salute to Andy Reid and company, man. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better game. Like I said, I'm being a little picky, wanting certain other stuff. But nah, man, that was a great game, man. I mean, I wish every Super Bowl could be like yesterday. Think about it. Team down 10 with 9 minutes, win by 11, 21 unanswered. Come on, man. It's unfortunate if you're on the wrong side. And the 49er fans got to take it easy, man. You guys are really acting crazy. Not all of y'all. Pete Sabato, Izzy, y'all saluted the Chiefs. I seen y'all. But there's a group that I mess with, that 49ers. They started mentioning the Cowgirls, the Raidenettes. Like, they bringing up other teams to make themselves feel good. You don't need to do that. Handle this loss. Take it in your chin. Y'all had a great year, 49er fans. Listen to me, because this is what I do. You had a terrific year. You got a lot to build on. Although I think your 3 running backs are all free agents, you better go get Raheem Mostert. He's the most important guy out of that backfield. And if you can sign Tevin Coleman to like let's say a hometown discount, then you go get Coleman. But you're gonna lose 2. You're gonna lose Breida. Coleman, go get Mostert. Keep the defense, keep everybody, and y'all be right back. Jimmy G will have another year under his belt. He'll be used to this, hopefully, because if he doesn't get used to this, then you got to get him the fuck out of there. But I think Jimmy G will be fine. He needed to go through this. He needed his heart broken like Andy Reid had multiple times. And like I said, salute to the 49ers. Stop being disgruntled fans. Stop taking it out on other teams. Y'all had a great season. Leave it like that. And it's bad enough a lot of y'all came out the sewage anyway. A lot of y'all, I've been on Facebook 7 years. I ain't never heard none of y'all scream 49ers until they started winning. The only real 49er fans that I know of is Pete Sabato and my man Lil Iz. Everybody else I seen come out the woodwork that I never seen y'all before. Kind of like the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavalier fans once LeBron left. Where the fuck are y'all? I don't hear y'all no more. So take it easy before I get into y'all like that. You know what I mean? And in other news, Tom Brady was offered 30M'S to stay with the Patriots. That's going to be real hard to turn down because I could see the Raiders offering him 25. It's going to really be hard for the Raiders to really give him that money because they put a lot of money into Gruden. They gave Gruden $100 million for 10 years. And now if they really want him, they maybe offer $32 million. You know what I'm saying? The Chargers can offer him because the Chargers would get Phillip Rivers off their stuff. And if they get Phillip Rivers off their, you know what I mean, off their payroll, then they add Brady. All they got to do is maybe add another 10 mil on top of it. I don't know what Phillip exactly made. I think he was at 20, 25. So whatever the difference is, get him up to like 32, and I think he'll be available. All right? And with that, like I said, great Super Bowl. 49er fans, please, man, please accept this great year. Don't finger point. Y'all had a terrific year. Accept it. Give it up to the Chiefs. It was their time. Do not hate because you make yourself look like pure garbage, man. I'm telling you, man. You hearing it from Al York Sports. I love y'all. Tune in this Thursday to me and Noah Parker, the Raw Truth with Al York Sports. We going live this Thursday. We going to bring it to y'all like we always do. I love y'all. Thank y'all. And keep your head up. Salute, y'all. Peter Piper, baby.